One thing I love about this episode is that Mona was, or rather, had the opportunity to openly place Choma and Dan, her husband, in their place. Like she actually kept them in a seat that befits them. Now, it's down for me trying to control courage life. Whatever works for your marriage, please go ahead and do it. After all, there is no manual for marriage. What works for you might not work for me. What works for me might not work for you. But then trying to influence others with what works for you in your marriage is not making, it's not sense. It's nonsense to me, because why will you want to tell Mona, or rather Courage, the woman to get married to? Because you feel you have that alpha kind of, stature or status in your home to be able to control your wife, even tell her to do things that are not right, disgrace her at every opportunity you get, and she won't have a say about it. You stopped her from working, or did she just stop working? I don't know. But whatever it is, you guys' energy match each other. But don't try to bring that in another person's marriage, thinking that it's going to work. Is him openly saying, I told you not to marry this. And I love the fact that the other of Mona's friend was busy giving it to him back to back, because it's obvious that she doesn't have respect for such kind of men. And I do not blame her, because me, I won't have respect for such people. I feel like you're not man enough to say you do not want a conversation with your wife. You're not man enough to say you do not want other people's opinion. It's just your own that will stand. But then trying to influence others with it is just not making sense to me. And I love the fact that Mona actually kept her, or rather kept him in his place. Guys, I did not expect Mona to squarely face down and say, you know what, you do not have a say in this place. You cannot control how my marriage works. I am married to Courage right now, and I have a say in this marriage. If you feel that your wife being a dummy in your marriage works for you, please go to your home and continue running your home that way. Don't bring that into my newly wedded or new marriage, because I am not going to have it. And at this point, guys, you could actually see that AGK was some kind of handicap, because yes, he knows that Mona is outspoken. He knows that Mona is a lady who knows her right. He knows that Mona is someone who will not take all those things that Choma is taking from Dan. But then he didn't see Mona in the extent that he actually saw Mona in this episode. He expected that getting married to Mona legally is going to, in a kind of way, clips Mona's wings. Like he's going to curtail a lot of things about Mona. But then again, he failed. Yeah, he failed, because instead of him being the one to control Mona at this point, I think it's Mona that is going to be controlling him. Because I said because a lot of time, but then you all know that Mona taking this action of still keeping the mother in the house, despite everything that Courage did before the wedding, pouring her water and all that, drenching her dress for the wedding, her beautiful dress for the wedding, and all that. We all know that we did not see this aspect of Mona still keeping Mama in that house. We did not see this aspect of Mona still going ahead with the wedding, considering the fact that it was just an emotional time for her. It was a time for her to choose whether to go ahead with this marriage or not. But Mona is actually sacrificing a lot. She actually wants to put things right. No doubt she loves, Courage, but then she wants to make him do the right thing. And I don't think that she's choosing peace as an option here. Is either you do it or you do it. That's the level that Mona is right now with Courage. And of course, Courage loves Mona so much. As such, he's just going to like dance to her tune somehow. Yes, it might not be easy, but he's just going to dance to her tune, because even with all the whole advice that Dan gave to Courage not to get married to Mona, gave him all the red flags that he's seeing in Mona, Courage still went ahead to marry Mona. This shows that Courage really, really loves Mona. He might just want peace to reign. But then again, Just remember that this series is just starting and we have a long time to do so many analysis. It could be Mona getting it all wrong at this point. It could be Courage getting it all wrong at this point. It's just the beginning. This is just the first 6 episode or so. So guys, what do you think? Do you think that Mona is going to take charge of her home? And then what do you think about Courage and Dan's friendship right now? Do you think that Mona is going to curtail a lot about that friendship? What do you have to say about Choma? What do you have to say about the shock on Courage friend? I don't know that guy's name, but the other friend with Dread. What do you have to say about the shock on his face and the way he was busy hailing Mona that Mona did the right thing, that he didn't actually see that coming and all the stuff? As always, guys, I want to hear your opinion, your analysis in the comment section. If you can relate to my content, you love my content, you love those beautiful face, please do well to become part of this family. By that, I know you know what to do. And again, guys, if you have it touches your heart to spread this particular channel, to spread this particular page to other people to join, please feel free to share my videos. I appreciate you all. I love the way you love me. See you all in my next one. Bye, guys.